Hello everybody, today we have got quite a special mail day. We have got a package from Spain, from Resti, and he runs, as you know, old school MTG channel, where he posts gameplay videos. If you haven't seen this channel, if you aren't subscribed yet, I will send you the link in the description and in the comments. And I wanted to talk about a very important and great aspect of old school Magic, of 93-94 Magic, and not only this one but also some other community run tournaments. And yeah, let's take a look at the letter first. So here it says, Dear Phil, I'm sending you a small detail of my channel to thank you for the great work you're doing on your channel. MTG Phil, thank you Resti, with those great videos, because we really know the work it takes to create videos for the entertainment of other people, and sometimes without recognition of the effort involved, and with a small gesture mine, I think they help a lot to continue forward. Definitely true. Definitely true. I send you a cordial greeting from a small town in Spain. Resti at Old School MTG channel. Thank you so much, Resti. This really means a lot. I wanted to say that, in my opinion, actually, the involvement in our community, which is the 93-94 community, is great. It's absolutely amazing. I personally have got another YouTube channel which actually has more views, much more views I would say, and subscribers, many more subscribers, but it is a channel that deals with technology and gaming a little bit, and it is not a channel with such a great, so to say, involvement. And the thing is that, you know, there are different types of metrics for channels, and sometimes you might have a channel with, I don't know, millions of views, but some very small and not very deeply thought, so to say, comments and such. But in old school 93-94, I have found the support of players, viewers, and other creators as well really, you know, amazing, and this is one of the things that makes us keep going, and that's really great. So Resti, highly appreciate it. Let's take a look at the contents of the package. And you know, we've been talking with Resti a little bit, maybe on doing a collab in the future. That would really be great, to do some collab, maybe recording a match, or maybe just talking about something. So that is really great idea. Wow, this is so well made. So yeah, there is a nice pin of Old School MTG channel. You see that Resti has worked on the design a lot, and that's a great effort. We've got a patch, and this patch is yeah, it's not a sticker, it is a patch, so that's great. And you've got the YouTube logo, and I really like the font. Old school and pre-modern, you know, which reminds me that we should talk about pre-modern a little bit more often, and that's a great idea. And yeah, there are a couple of stickers. I should put one and maybe actually both of them on my deck box. That's what I do. My deck box are really simple. They're not anything fancy. They're just in the colors. Perhaps you have seen them on the decks themselves, the 5 colors and the one for artifact and colorless. So I should definitely put it on the box. And there is a card here, kind of a business card here, and a channel with weekly videos of old school and pre-modern business. Enjoy and subscribe. Yeah, so I definitely am subscribed, have been subscribed for a long time, and Resti, I really highly appreciate it, so thank you so much for that. And again, I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about the community involvement. I wanted to talk about the importance of supporting each other and supporting the format of Old School. And yeah, the pin is amazing, just great quality of swag. I highly appreciate it, Resti, again. So, you know, the thing is that we understand that 93-94 is not a sanctioned format, obviously not, and no format can actually enforce any particular editions of cards. and we know it very well. Of course, there are some, for example, Channel Fireball events, and some people would bring even, let's say, a 9th edition card ape to that, and just for fun and so on. But the thing is that this is a great example of what is going to happen to Magic if Magic does not continue its own old path, so to say. If it goes an entirely different path, and we already are seeing this. I don't want to bash modern Magic, I do play a little bit of modern Magic from time to time, very rarely. For instance, just cracked a box of Jumpstart to play here at home, and it was fun, but still it is of course not comparable to old school Magic and pre-modern. But what I want to say is that nowadays we see that people are able to run these community formats, these community managed formats are actually run much better than those that are run by wizards themselves. And also we should talk about the importance of prizes, the importance of nostalgia. So for instance, I also received a package from Timmy the Sorcerer. I myself have sent out different cards. You remember, maybe you do remember that I did send a pack of the Dark Italian, which is not a good example because it's actually something that is valuable in the monetary value, especially nowadays. So if somebody actually kept this pack without opening, that would have been really profitable. But I also did send a Mind Twist, a good card, but not very expensive. I sent some more or less basic cards altered by my daughter. So what I'm saying is that these things are actually quite important to us. And for me, for example, the Force Spike that I won at the tournament that took place about 2 years ago here in Moscow is more important than winning, I don't know, some let's say packs worth of $30 or $40, right? Talking about modern packs. This is what you would get if you go to an LGS, to an organized tournament, and participate in something and win some current in-print boosters, right? So the truth is that we, old school Magic players, pre-modern players, we are not necessarily the youngest bunch. I believe that the average age is, I don't know, 30 or 40 something, maybe mid-30s. I don't know, judging by myself. There are some people who are younger. There are even some people who do not really have nostalgia for old school Magic because they were born after old school Magic, meaning 93, 94 was actually a thing. So they just appreciate this format. Maybe sometimes just because they like it, maybe because they were introduced to it by some of their friends and relatives. And anyway, the thing is that we really do appreciate these things. We do value our time. And we do understand that, for example, going to play, let's say, standard, and even if you win, you will get, again, $40, maybe even $50 worth of boosters and so on. But is it really worth it? I mean, even here where I live, it's not a very good time investment, even if you think about taking chances and such. And, there have been various attempts at bringing some very, let's say, expensive cards to the table when we talk about organizing some events and offering prizes. But to me personally, things like that, things that are unique, memorable, they may have signatures, they may have some custom made logos, something that is not mass produced. For me personally, this is more valuable, more important, holds more value simply than some mass produced things. And I know that I'm speaking for a lot of people. I remember that there was an initiative maybe about a year ago. One person was talking about organizing a tournament and offering what was that? Plateaus, right? Revised plateaus in the prize pool. And they said that the fee to enter was, I don't know, $20, something like that. And, people surprisingly were not very happy about it. They said, okay, what is going to happen is that everybody is going to be, net decking, everybody is going to be angle shooting and maybe even cheating. We did unfortunately hear about the cases of cheating when expensive card was at stake. So I don't know. We really do like our cards. We know the value of them. We don't say that we, throw money at these cards, even though sometimes we do, and keep them forever. And even though it is an investment, I'm not sure whether you can count this as investment if you don't sell it. And well, the same thing is true about these things that do not necessarily, they are actually not easy to produce. I do know that it's not cheap to order these things. They however will not hold any resale value if you win some card in a tournament, right? For example, a force spike with a signature from some tournament, first of all, it's not something you would sell, right? Because it's made for you, it's made it's a gift, right? It's not for resale. And it's quite interesting. It's not easy to produce, but on the other hand, it is not something that you will resell. But these things are valuable to you. So, well, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you again so much, Resti, for this amazing package. It took about a month for the package to get here, which is actually normal nowadays in the pandemic situation. So that was actually great. Definitely great swag. Highly appreciated. So that is it. Thank you for watching, everyone, and don't forget about these, small tokens of appreciation, of gratitude. Even one comment, for example, from somebody, is actually much more valuable than simply saying, I've got this many views, I've got this many subscribers, for example. All of your usual metrics. We can talk about that. These things really do matter, and we are a very small and niche community, a niche within a niche, I would even say. So keeping together is a really great strength for us, and that's what makes this format amazing. Thank you. Bye.